I used to not do solo asylums because they were a little, I always thought they were a little tedious, but I actually like doing solo asylums now. So I used to use the parabolic microphone, but honestly it just fucking sucks. Like, it's way too bad. It doesn't work like anywhere close to intended. So when I'm just doing just a plain old casual solo asylum, I use thermometer and spirit box. I always start with a spirit box, regardless. But I'm gonna find the breaker. Breaker is bottom left. I'm gonna go bottom left, turn on the breaker. So whenever I'm playing, I'm always listening for any kind of sounds, doors opening and whatnot. That's gonna be your giveaway in a large map like Asylum as to where the ghost might be. Also, checking Ouija board locations. So yeah, if you're just going room to room checking with thermometer, it's likely going to take you a while depending on how close the ghost is to where you start checking rooms. So what I do is I find the breaker and I turn the breaker on. So easy. So while I am looking for the while I'm going to the breaker, I'm listening for sounds. Conveniently enough, the ghost room is the room with the breaker, and he very so kindly opened the door for me. So yeah, obviously we found the room. It's freezing in here. Now let's check with spirit box. Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? How old are you? What do you want? Where are you? How old are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? Alright. I'm gonna leave the spirit box there, in case I feel like I have to try it again later on. But that's pretty much it. At least for finding a ghost room, sometimes you get really lucky like that, and sometimes it's on the opposite end. But either way, you want to listen for sounds. You could tell by the ghost opening that door that the ghost was close. Fortunately, for the sake of hunting, it was right in front of me and right where I was going. Unfortunately, for the content of this video, it was right where I needed to go. But either way, it's just an example of how easy it is to find the room sometimes. Usually I gonna grab a book and a camera. I almost always grab a video camera on my second trip through. Now keep in mind, like, you can really play all of these maps. You can really play all of these maps without a flashlight and make it like much more efficient. But if you're just, you know, trying to play casual and actually like see where you're going, then it's gonna take you know, 2, 3, 4 trips back and forth with equipment. So unfortunately, this ghost is in a large room. It can sometimes make it a little difficult to find orbs and make it especially difficult to get ghost writing. The ghost book has to be in a place where the ghost can interact with it, and then to write in it, the ghost would have to interact with the book. Fortunately, in a room this large, there's a lot of area for the ghosts to roam around. And occasionally these large rooms, there are lots of items that the ghost can interact with. Oh. I'm gonna set the camera here. It'll give me a pretty good view of this section of the floor. I'm gonna drop that book there. Yeah. So hopefully I'll get a quick interaction on that book. And we can check the cams when I get back to the van. Knock the book over. There is an orb. That's tasty. So we got freezing temps and we've got orbs. Yuri Mare Phantom. So in this situation here, a Phantom is going to require an EMF 5. A Mare is going to require Spirit Box, and a Yuri is going to require Ghost Writing. So we tried Spirit Box. We have a book in there. It's interacted with it, so we'll check it for writing, and then I will take an EMF. Although the EMF board is pretty quiet right now. Sanity is still good. So the good thing about solo, well, it can also be a bad thing, but playing a large map like this, it's pretty beneficial. On solo, sanity drains quite a bit slower than it does in group games. Basically, the less people you have, the slower your sanity drains. So when you're traversing from one corner of this large map to the other, the why did I bring a flashlight? UV light. I don't need a UV light. Traversing from one side to the other can take a while, especially if the breaker gets turned off or whatever. So you don't have to worry about your sanity draining all that much. Now if you're trying to entice a hunt, it can be a little annoying how slowly your sanity drains. Don't need that. Let's flip her over. And we got our last piece of evidence. It is a Yuri. And we have successfully finished objective 1. Now obviously whatever your objectives 2 through 4 are going to vary game to game. So you know, it may take a little longer to get Ghost Event or Photo of the Ghost. That's just something that really depends on it's basically a dice roll as to what other optional objectives you get.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
Alright, so that was a quick little tutorial, I guess, on how to do solo Asylum. I'll probably do another one of these in the future and hope to get a more difficult ghost location. But, I mean, it's pretty much the gist of it.